All right. This is a special morning indeed on Bike Talk. This is the morning that the electric city bikes are back. So I am on an electric city bike here. Yeah, I'm riding. I had to drop off my son at camp, but now I'm riding into Central Park, where I'm going to test this puppy on some hills. See how it performs after I inhale the fumes of this 4x4 in front of me. Oh, wow, this thing is pretty great. So apparently, I read about this. They switched the brakes, so there is no, let's see, so the brakes are in the back. That's the first thing. Second thing is the motor, the actual wheel that turns is the back wheel. And I guess in the early days, first instance of this thing, the front wheel was the one that performed and was actually spinning. And then the next thing is, and then the third thing is there's no gears. So it's really interesting. The left and the right little things are just bells. So in the right, where you normally would have the infinity gear, where you could switch gears low or high, they just replaced it with a bell. And then pricing. So I have an annual membership, but the bike now costs 10 cents per minute as soon as you take it out, which ain't bad, to be honest. But it means that if you're trying to be competitive with a subway ride, you know, you got to be under 27 minutes, basically. Otherwise, you're like, well, I mean, that's not the only reason you take a bike, but certainly, you know, once you're spending more, then cost becomes, you know, you're no longer getting the cost savings that you normally do when you bike. But I tell you, oh man, like this hill right here, this is a hill, you know, that I'd be going like 2 miles an hour on, right here up Central Park. I'm not gonna say this is the easiest. I am pedaling. It's not like there's zero pedaling involved or zero effort. This is definitely not. I'd say this is not quite as easy as the earlier city bikes. Is my read? Maybe I don't remember it well, but obviously it's a billion times easier than a regular city bike going up hills or doing anything. Apparently they cap out at 18 miles per hour. There's no gears on them, so you can't really, I don't know, so you can't really, I don't know, like modify your riding behavior or anything. And there's no power button, so that's helpful too. You don't have to remember to turn it on. And presumably with more of the operations costs being covered, the batteries will just be charged. You know, you won't have to deal with like wondering whether or not you'll make it on a charge, you know, that sort of thing. They claim that these things can go 30 miles on a charge, on a full battery, flat road, flat biking. Now what I really wanted to test, I didn't get to test today, but is to see how this thing performs on my normal commute. So this is just part of my commute, and I wanted to kind of see. Normally it's like 32 to 34 minutes, depending on how much I'm pedaling. but I wanted to compare it, you know, the same commute, same distance, the 5.5 miles or something like that, 5.2 miles. But a lot of these hills are what really slow me down a lot. And I wanted to kind of compare that with an e-bike, see how it performs. So I can't do that today, but it's exciting that this finally happened. It is the winter. They kept their promise, and they said they're gonna roll out thousands of bikes over the next few months. What else? So that's, yeah, so big win. I wish there was a way where you could like only use electric when you know, only pay for the electric you use. You know what I mean? Like only when it's turned on you pay for it. But then if you're like, wait, I'm coasting down a hill, I'm not really using any electric, you know, I want to just power off and stop paying 10 cents a minute, you know. Like it'd be cool if you paid by the actual power consumption that you had, but you know, seems implausible. But wow, like this little stretch right here, this is uphill. It's hard to tell, but this is uphill, and normally I'd be, you know, huffing and puffing here, and I am not. And you can just like kind of easily slow down and then just accelerate up this hill like no big deal. The thing that's jangling is this Tyke toter that I have. Yeah, great. So, all right, let's see, anything about bike talk? These guys are still faster. Oh man, beautiful morning. 9 a.m. 41 degrees. Yeah, so this is great, perfect biking weather. Oh, this is interesting. So, if I feel like it, I'm probably going to take the city bike for the 5-borough bike tour again. So this will be my 3rd year doing it. It's a 40-mile bike trip through New York City, through all 5 boroughs. You end up in Staten Island, and for the last 2 years I've taken city bikes because I think that's the way you should ride it. You ride in style. You know, everybody's kind of in their like road bikes and stuff, but I'm like, you're riding around New York City, like just enjoy it, you know. You want to be upright, you want to chill, you know. But this, you know, I would dock to try to conserve the cost, so I wasn't like taking the bike out the whole time. I actually docked like 15 times or something in my trip, and I documented all that in a blog post I wrote. And but what's cool is this this electric bike kind of changes that dynamic a little bit. So if I'm like tired, I could always dock and be like, all right, there's an electric, I'm gonna take that instead, which could be fun. I don't know if you call that cheating, because it's not a race, you know. This is not. So they're walking. They don't have the signal. I wish I got extra points, like angel points for docking an electric bike. I don't think that's how it works. I think they still just consider a bike a bike. So let's see if 7th Ave is any different when you're on electric. I don't think it is. I don't, yeah. Look at this, 3, 4 cyclists out here. They're on the left side. Or maybe they're turning off or something. Got some construction zone where there's work. We're all gonna hit this red light here. This happens every single time. Nothing you can do about that. This guy's EEJ2751. I feel like he's, I think I know this guy. No? Okay. Oh wow, they opened this up. Look at that. Now people can walk through here. Oh, and drive. Peloton here of cyclists. Make sure you're able to drive your Rolls Royce or your Bentley from Connecticut into Midtown. That's important for that guy. And we're weaving. We are weaving in and out. Cyclists are insects. That's what Steve Cuozzo, the New York Post, says. Look at this. I like this. You got a little Peloton coming here. Little pack of cyclists. All taking a plane. Although we do make a big target. So this is interesting. This is like a straightaway that I would be riding probably a little faster, but I can't because of this. 5L17. Yeah, so I'm like not even gonna try. So like, I would have gone probably a little faster on a regular city bike because that's the difference. I think the electrics sort of have, it's almost like a speed governor. Like, it doesn't really let you, because you'd have to be pushing pretty hard to exceed the limit, the 18 miles an hour. So as soon as the motor stops helping you, it basically is like starts working against you. You can't really go, I mean you can, but it's more like a lot of resistance. And I think that's the difference. Is that uphill, magical, straightaways where you can pedal probably 20, 25 miles an hour, maybe, you know, things like that. It definitely slows you down, but downhill, you just do your thing, you know. I'm not like sweating my bejeebies off. I'm pretty comfortable here. They have this textured roadbed right here, right between Broadway and 43rd, implying that it's very pedestrian friendly, and yet they, you know, NYPD parks about a dozen cars here, and they allow through traffic, which seems like, you know, not safe. Bus should not be going. It still has a left turn in red. Hello. Hello. So yeah, you, oh shit. Shit. Ah, son of a bitch. Shit. Motherfucker. Shit. I just dropped my, oh, I found a quarter. That's cool. I just dropped oh, thank God. Oh, that's here. Okay, cool. Oh, my tyke toter. My tyke toter thing fell off. Little a little like bolt thing for it, because it screws on and there's nothing that keeps it on or off, and it's been rattling around. That's my bad. Probably should not have done that. Also, that's a good measure of how crappy these streets are, particularly for cyclists, right? Rattling and uneven. suck pretty bad here. Cool, thank you. Piece of shit. Excuse me. Bad language. Can't make it. Don't do it. Don't do it. Nice work. Nice hustle. Oh, this thing's like not really in. All these people going through red lights. Insects. On the inside lane here. A mixing zone. That's the mixing zone. That is very thoughtful. Contracting truck here is not going through because he sees I don't know, I'm assuming, he sees he can't clear the intersection. It's very nice. All right, well, this is a very lively lively bike talk, kinda, maybe not. Let's see how much this thing cost me. Let's see what the bill is. Dock, 26 minutes, huh? Oh, that ain't bad. $270. Oh man, they charged me an extra 10 cents. Well, thanks for watching. This is electric edition of Bike Talk. NYC. Like and subscribe.